Welcome to the third lecture of airport planning and design. Today we are going to cover the topic that is terminal area. Okay, what is terminal area? Okay, terminal area is the major interface between the airport and the rest of the airport. Okay, basically let us say if this is the boundary line, then this is the air side and this is the land side, and this component is called as the terminal area. Okay, this which demarcates between the air side and the land side. Okay, what are the facilities does it include? It includes the facilities for passenger and the baggage processing, okay, cargo handling, airport maintenance, operational and administrative activities. Okay, the airport entrance or access road from a highway must be located in such a way that it will avoid conflicts with the airport future development. Basically it means to say like this कि जो हम लोगों का टर्मिनल एरिया को, जो एयरपोर्ट इंट्रेंस को जो एक्सेस रोड कनेक्ट करेगा हम लोगों को हाईवे से, दैट शुड बी लोकेटेड इन सच अ वे दैट कि अगर हम लोगों को लेट अस से कि इन फ्यूचर इफ़ यू वांट टू एक्सपैंड द एयरपोर्ट, okay, then it does not create any conflict with the development. Okay, vehicle parking facilities should also be designed with a view to accommodate the future expansion. Okay, the facilities for the parking which is being designed should be designed while keeping in view to accommodate the future expansion of traffic also. At every airport, provision of hangar for servicing and maintenance of aircraft is planned. Basically these are the things. Let us say कि terminal area basically has three different components. If you talk about on a major scale, then this is access interface, okay, processing interface and the flight interface. So this, let us study the components of the passenger terminal system. Okay, if you talk about the terminal area, then under terminal area let us study about the components of the passenger terminal system. So here you can see a chart. Okay, it has been divided into three different components, that is access interface, processing component and flight interface. Basically access interface means that where the passengers transfers from the access mode of the travel to the passenger processing component. ठीक है, बेसिकली जैसे कि लेट अस से कि आप हाईवे से उतरे, ठीक है, हाईवे से एयरपोर्ट पहुँचे, ठीक है, तो इट जस्ट गिव्स यू द एक्सेस, ठीक है, कि किस जो है किस तरह से आप जो है आपके एयरपोर्ट पे जो पहुँचे, ठीक है, आपने सामान को अपने उतारा, ठीक है, पैसेंजर्स को लोड अनलोड किया. बेसिकली आपकी एक्सेसिबिलिटी को ये एक्सप्लेन करता है कि आप एयरपोर्ट पे पहुँचने के लिए हाउ मच एक्सेसिबल इट इज़. ओके, सो पैसेंजर ट्रांसफर्स फ्रॉम द एक्सेस मोड ऑफ ट्रैवल टू द पैसेंजर्स प्रोसेसिंग कंपोनेंट. ठीक है, पैसेंजर प्रोसेसिंग कंपोनेंट इज द सेकंड कंपोनेंट. ओके, what is passenger processing component? Let us say we have reached into the airport compound. ठीक है, हम लोग एयरपोर्ट कंपाउंड पर पहुंच गए हैं. अब हम लोग जो है पैसेंजर टर्मिनल में एंट्री करना चाहते हैं. ठीक है, टर्मिनल बिल्डिंग में हम लोग एंट्री करना चाहते हैं. तो टर्मिनल बिल्डिंग में जब हम एंट्री करेंगे, ठीक है, तो बेसिकली इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ वेरियस कंपोनेंट्स लाइक टिकटिंग, ठीक है, बैगेज चेक इन, बैगेज क्लेम, सीट अलाइनमेंट, सिक्योरिटी एटसेट्रा आर द फीचर्स विच आर एसोसिएटेड विद द प्रोसेसिंग कंपोनेंट. ठीक है, जैसे कि आप अगर एक्सेस रोड के थ्रू एयरपोर्ट में एंट्री किए तो सबसे पहले आपकी जो सिक्योरिटी चेकिंग होगी, ठीक है, फिर आप जाके अपना टिकट काउंटर पे जाएंगे, फिर अपने बैगेज को चेक इन करवाएंगे. ठीक है, अगर आप एग्ज़िट कर रहे हैं एयरपोर्ट से तो बैगेज क्लेम में जाएंगे. ठीक है, आप अगर फर्दर जो है सिक्योरिटी चेकअप्स होती हैं. ठीक है, तो this basically all these things comes under the processing. ठीक है, where the passengers are being processed. Okay, and the third interface is the flight interface. After all the processing you would be transferred from the processing component to the flight interface, where you will be having the assembly, waiting hall, aircraft loading and unloading. So basically there would be a waiting area where a bus will be coming, it will be picking up the passengers and it will go near the aircraft. You and passenger will board the aircraft, and simultaneously if we go on the reverse side, then passenger will deboard from the aircraft and will go into the processing component. Okay, so basically I mean to say like this, ki components of passenger terminal system is divided into three, that is access interface, processing and flight interface. Okay, let us read all in details. That is access interface. What does it includes? It includes the in-planing and deplaning curve frontage, which provides the public with loading and unloading of vehicular access to and from the terminal building. Basically it is about the, as you can see, let us say this is your terminal building, okay, and this is your flight interface. This portion is your flight interface, this is processing, and this is access interface. So here let us say if the road is connected, here you can see the vehicles are being arranged and it will drop the passenger and it will go like this. So basically it's in-planing and deplaning the passengers. Okay, sorry, it's means it's leaving the passengers to board the aircraft. Okay, short term and long term parking spaces for passengers and facilities for rental cars should be there. ठीक है, तो हम लोगों का जो लॉन्ग टर्म के प्लान्स होंगे पार्किंग स्पेसेस, ठीक है, लेट अस से फॉर दी वर्किंग पर्सनल्स लॉन्ग टर्म जो है हमें पार्किंग स्पेसेस चाहिए होंगे. लेट अस से किसी पैसेंजर्स को छोड़ने आए या रिसीव करने आए तो शॉर्ट टर्म्स के लिए हमें जो पार्किंग प्लान्स चाहिए तो वो सब हमें पार्किंग फैसिलिटीज़ जो है उस हिसाब से डिज़ाइन करनी पड़ेंगी. Vehicular roadway providing access to the terminal, पार्किंग स्पेसेस, सर्विस रोड्स एंड फायर लेंस. तो ये सब चीज़ों का हम लोग जो है वो ध्यान रखते हैं. ठीक है, तो अगर हम लोग बात करें इस कंप्लीट सेटअप की पैसेंजर टर्मिनल सिस्टम की, ठीक है, तो बेसिकली चार जो है डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कॉन्सेप्ट जो हो अडॉप्ट किए जाते हैं. दैट इज़ लीनियर, सेकंड पीयर, थर्ड सैटेलाइट, फोर्थ इज ट्रांसपोर्टर. तो फर्स्ट वन इज ए, दिस इज लीनियर. ओके, हियर यू कैन सी लाइक दिस, this is linear. Okay, second is peer, you can see this is your access interface A, this is your processing, and this is your flight interface. If you look at this satellite, this is C, here this is A, this is B, and this is C. If you look at the transporter, then this is A, this is B, and from the bus it will go to the run apron area, and this is C. Okay, so there are four different distribution concepts for the passenger terminals: linear, peer, satellite and transporter. Now if we talk about the processing system, it includes airline ticket counters, baggage check-in, flight information, administrative personnel and facilities, the lobby for circulation, passenger and visitors waiting. Basically we used to wait in the waiting area till the announcement is made for the check-in. Okay, let us say check-in is allowed before 45 minutes or 1 hour. Okay, the outbound baggage space, which is non-public area for sorting and processing baggage for departing flights. Okay, so there is a non-public area where the sorting of baggages is done. Okay, let us say if one baggage has to be sent to Bangalore, one baggage has to be sent to Hyderabad, so sorting out is done at that particular space. The intraline and interline baggage space used for processing baggage transferred from one flight to another on the same or different airline. Let us say if one baggage is going to be transferred through Indigo Airlines, and again let us say we have a connecting journey and it is going to be transferred on the SpiceJet, so there would be some intraline and interline baggage transfer. Okay, inbound baggage space used for receiving baggage from the arriving air flight and for delivering baggage to be claimed by the arriving passenger. Basically they should circulate a space where the for the flight arriving consisting of baggages would be arranged in a sequential way where passengers would be collecting their baggages. Okay, airport administration and service areas used for airport maintenance, operation maintenance facilities, this all comes under the processing system. Now The third interface, that is your flight interface. Basically this is circulation to the departure lounges and other terminal areas. ठीक है, तो इसमें क्या होता है कि जैसे पैसेंजर की प्रोसेसिंग होगी, पूरे डॉक्यूमेंटेशन कंप्लीट हो गए, उसका लगेज भी चेक हो गया है, लगेज को चेक इन के लिए चेक इन भी हो गया, अगर कोई एक्स्ट्रा लगेज है तो उसको भी भेज दिया गया है, और फिर हम लोग जो है टर्मिनल पे जाके वेट करते हैं। लेट अस से कि अगर हमें गेट ए, गेट बी, गेट सी अलॉटेड है तो उस गेट पे जाके हम लोग वेट करते हैं। ठीक है, दैट इज़ बेसिकली द डिपार्चर लाउंजेस, वहाँ पे जाके लाउंजेस में वेट करते हैं। ठीक है, फिर उसके बाद वहाँ पे पैसेंजर बोर्डिंग के अनाउंसमेंट होती है। ठीक है, वो चाहे तो सिक्योरिटी चेक कर सकते हैं, टिकट चेक करते हैं, एयरलाइन पर्सनल्स के इक्विपमेंट्स होते हैं उनको लोड करके, तो वेरियस जो फैसिलिटीज़ है वो फ्लाइट इंटरफेस में कंसीडर की जाती है। फिर वहाँ से पैसेंजर्स को बस के थ्रू जो है हम लोग एयरक्राफ्ट के पास भेजते हैं। ठीक है, और वो वहाँ से फिर बोर्ड करते हुए फ़्लाइट जो है टेक ऑफ कर जाती है या तो लैंड कर जाती है। ठीक है, अगर हम डिज़ाइन ऑफ पैसेंजर टर्मिनल सिस्टम की बात करें तो बेसिकली देर आर objectives which has to be fulfilled while designing the passenger terminal system. The first objective is passenger objective. Basically passenger objective, if you talk about the passenger objective, then it should have, the journey should be convenience, comfortable and personal requirements if anyone has. Okay, provision of effective passenger access orientation through comprehensive directional graphics. ठीक है, तो हम लोगों को जो टर्मिनल सिस्टम डिज़ाइन करना है, डिफरेंट लोकेशंस पे हम लोग डिफरेंट ग्राफिक्स के चलते, लेटेस्ट से कि डिफरेंट जगह हम लोग जो है आपका मार्किंग्स करेंगे कि भाई यहाँ पे आपका चेक इन होगा। ठीक है, यहाँ पे ये कैफेटेरिया है, यहाँ पे आपका टिकट काउंटर है, यहाँ पे पैसेंजर इन्फॉर्मेशन है। ठीक है, तो डिफरेंट इंफॉर्मेशंस आर टू बी कलेक्टेड थ्रू द डायरेक्शनल ग्राफिक्स. Separation of in-planing and deplaning roadways and curve fronts to ensure maximum operational efficiency. अब ये इसके कहने का मतलब है कि जब हम लोग अराइवल कर रहे हैं तो अराइवल का रूट अलग हो, और जब हम लोग डिपार्चर कर रहे हैं तो डिपार्चर का रूट जो है वो अलग हो. ठीक है, मीन्स एंट्री शुड बी डिफरेंट एंड एग्जिट शुड बी डिफरेंट बेसिकली टू इंश्योर द मैक्सिमम ऑपरेशनल एफिशिएंसी. Provision of convenient access to public and employee parking facilities and other on-site facilities. There should be provision for the adequate amount of parking facilities, whereas for the public as well as for the employee working at the terminal system. Okay, and if we talk about the airline objective, what are the objective which has to be satisfied for the airlines? That is accommodation of existing and future aircraft fleets. Let us say if a aircraft is serving let us say 50 aircrafts per day, let us say. Okay, so if I want to extend this facility to around 80 aircrafts per day, then there should be possibility of future expansion. It should accommodate that extra amount of aircrafts. Okay, provision for economic, effective and efficient security. Okay, so there should be security properly and it should be on a economical and efficient basis. Okay, provision of direct and efficient means of passengers and baggage flow for all the passengers. Provision of latest energy conservation techniques. Okay, the third objective which has to be met, that is airport management objectives, which is basically the objective of which is to minimize the maintenance and operating expenses of the airport. And the last objective is the community objective, that is the coordination with the existing and planned of airport highway system. Now let us talk about the site location for passenger terminal system. What are the site which or what factors has to be kept in mind while selecting the passenger terminal system? The suitability of an area as a site for the terminal building development is evolved in accordance with the following requirements. So these are the requirements which has to be fulfilled while selecting a site for PTS. Okay, sufficient area for the first stage of building development with possibility of future expansion. Okay, so the site which has to be selected for PTS should have the possibility of future expansion. Let us say if I am developing in this much area and I want to extend this into this much of area, then we should have certain clearances. Okay, we should have certain freeboard where we can further expand our terminal area. Sufficient areas for roadway should be there, adequate area for the car parking should be made available, convenient access of the main highway, central location with respect to runway, Proximity and easy installation of utilities, that is telephone, electricity, water, sewage, etc., should be also considered. Favorable orientation with respect to the topography and the prevailing winds. We would be considering the site as far as the topographical condition, as well as looking into the wind direction and wind intensity. Good subsoil water characteristics, including the natural drainage facility. The drainage facility should be excellent, so that water is not collected at that particular site location. Now let us talk about the space requirements. So determination of space requirements is strongly influenced by the quality of service desired by the various airport users and the community. Okay, basically let us say if you require a high quality of service, then that would require a major space requirement. Okay, if you want to have a adequate amount of level of service, then that does not require that much amount of space. So basically the space requirement is greatly influenced by the quality of service which we desire. Okay, the following steps should be followed in determining the terminal facility space requirement, that is identify the access mode and modal splits. Okay, basically we have to identify through which mode of transportation is on a major scale is being utilized by the aircraft users to reach the airport. Okay, and to obtain the peak hour volume of the vehicles which is entering and leaving the airport, the access facilities used and the duration of use, including parking as well as the curb front. Curb front is basically the area which is just in front of the different gates. Okay, identify passenger volume and types. We have to look after the annual passenger volume, hourly volume, and on the basis of that we can also extend our requirements for the space. Okay, it is suggested to use typical peak hour passengers as the hourly design volume for the passenger terminal design. The third point which has to be considered, that is facility classification. Okay, airports are classified as originating, terminating, transfer or through airports. Okay, that is curb frontage, ticketing, baggage claim facilities, parking, etc. So this all facilities has to be kept in mind where this all facilities will be designed. Okay, now let us discuss about the terminal planning. The evaluation and development of a terminal design is preferred in a series of integrated steps, that is programming and content development and schematic and design development. So what factors does comes under the programming and concept development? That is ability to handle expected demand. Okay, whether the airport is able to meet the demand or not, compatibility with the expected aircraft types. Okay, we have to look after the aircrafts which is which is landing or which is taking off from the aircraft, whether they are compatible with the passenger terminal design system or not. Flexibility for growth and response to technology changes, compatibility with the airport master plan, compatibility with the on airport and adjacent land uses, financial and economical feasibility, analysis of aircraft maneuvering routes and potential conflicts on the taxiway system. So this all these points has to be considered while we discussing the program and concept development. Once this has implemented, we look after the schematic and design development, that is what is the processing cost per passenger. Okay, walking distance from the various types of services. Okay, passenger delays in process, how much delay is being done to process a single passenger. Okay, occupancy levels and degree of congestion. Okay, let us say occupancy level means that let us say if we have gate A, then for how much duration the gate is being occupied a particular type of aircraft, and what is the degree of congestion. Okay, for how much period of time the particular individual gate is remain unused. Aircraft fuel consumption in maneuvering on the aircraft between the runways and the terminal, construction cost, administrative, operative and maintenance cost. This all factors has to be considered while we are considering for this schematic and design development. Now let us talk about the space programming, that is the phase of terminal planning seeks to establish gross size requirement for the terminal facilities. This consists of various factors. Let us say the first factor is access interface system, that is the interface between terminal building and the ground transportation system. Terminal curb, that is the length of curb required for loading and unloading of passenger and baggage. Roadway elements, parking, PTS, entryways, terminal lobby area, airline check-in counter and ticket offices, passenger security screening, departure lounges, corridors, baggage claim facility. This all has to be considered while looking for the space programming, or you can say like establishing the gross size requirements for the terminal facilities. So as you can see, a diagram is there. Okay, so you can see like this, our entrance is here. Okay, मेन एंट्रेंस इज हेयर, ठीक है। एंट्रेंस के बाहर हम लोगों का एयरलाइन टिकट ऑफिसेस होता है, ठीक है। फिर उसके बाद जो है ये हमारा चेक इन काउंटर हो गया यहाँ पे, ठीक है। यहाँ पे हम लोग चेक इन गए, यहाँ पे डिफरेंट जो एयरलाइन एजेंसीज़ है उनके काउंटर्स लगे होंगे, वहाँ पे हम लोग जाके चेक इन कराएंगे, ठीक है। फिर आपका सिक्योरिटी चेकिंग होगा, ठीक है। फिर यहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी चेकिंग होने के बाद आपका ये डिपार्चर लाउंज हो जाएगा। फिर यहाँ से आप एयर साइड में जाएंगे और रनवे पे जाएंगे थ्रू द ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, और यहाँ से आप अपना जो टेक ऑफ कर सकेंगे। लेट अस से अब हमने यहाँ पे लैंड किया तो ये हमारा अराइवल होगा, यहाँ पे इमिग्रेशन चेक होगा, यहाँ पे बैगेज आप ले सकते हैं अपना, ठीक है। फिर आप यहाँ से जो है यहाँ से आप निकल सकते, ठीक है। एग्ज़िट बैगेज रिक्लेम से यहाँ से निकल सकते, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे अराइवल हो रहा है, यहाँ पे बैगेज आपके जो ऐसे रोलर टाइप का होता है, यहाँ से बैगेज जो है रोल करते जाते हैं, ठीक है। यहाँ से आप अपना बैगेज लेते हुए यहाँ से आप एग्जिट कर सकते हैं। तो बेसिकली दिस इज़ द ब्रॉड, यू कैन से लाइक द फिगर ऑफ द पैसेंजर टर्मिनल सिस्टम। ओके, यू कैन ऑल्सो look at this diagram. This is your terminal building, okay, where there is a aircraft park, okay, and this is the service road, okay, and this is the part of another aircraft which is having parked here, ठीक है। तो एक हमारा जो एक एयरक्राफ्ट यहाँ पे पार्क है, देखिए टो ट्रक आगे लगा हुआ। अच्छा, लास्ट वीडियो में जो हम लोगों ने टो ट्रक की बात की थी, टोविंग की बात की, तो बेसिकली टोविंग वाज नॉट फ्रॉम द बिहाइंड, इट वाज फ्रॉम द नोज, ओके। ये पैसेंजर लोडिंग ब्रिज है आपका, ठीक है। यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं फ्यूल टैंक्स ये हैं, ठीक है। वैक्यूम लेबोरेटरी, ठीक है। पोर्टेबल वाटर, कैबिन क्लीनिंग, गैलरी ट्रक, बैगेज हैंडलिंग, ओके। सो दिस ऑल आर द फैसिलिटीज़ विच आर installed near the terminal building once the aircraft is on the apron space area, okay. So this is all about the passenger terminal system. Thank you.